Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading. Although royal seems a bit of a strong word when you're actually talking about Doria Ragland being photographed looking very chummy with Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian at a celebrity charity kind of a thing, a humanity soiree, whatever that's all about in LA. And Doria looking very pleased with herself, looking pretty good. Kardashians all very cozy, hugs and smiles. They are with WME, as Meghan is. So we assume it's got something to do with that. But pretty weird. You have to agree. And so I have got the Tarot of Curious Creatures on the tarot table for this one. And we're going to try and find out what is going on. And why was Doria there? Some people speculate she's going rogue. She's enjoying the high life and she's just showing up at these things now because why not? Going to enjoy the good life while she still can. And she was seen recently with a friend at an art exhibition. I did a reading on that. It's in the Royals playlist. So what's up with Doria? What's up with the Kardashians? What are they up to? I assume there's money in this somehow, but what's the deal? How do they really feel about Meghan and her mother? True feelings. We know that Kim in particular worked very hard to become besties with Catherine when Catherine was newly married into the royal family. It didn't quite work out. So what's this? Meghan. Where was Meghan? Some people say she's hiding at home. Might need to stay near to one of those 16 loos while she's on Ozempic. That's me being snarky. Why wasn't she there? Other people say, oh, she's intimidated by real celebrities. Jeff Bezos was there and stuff like that. She can't hold her own in that kind of company. But you would think it's the kind of thing that she'd love to be at. So why wasn't she there? How does she feel about Doria hogging the limelight and being on the front page of the Daily Mail? And is there any sense of, oh no, life has really gone very, very wrong, that I'm having to stoop so low? Admittedly, the family is very famous, very successful, but we all know how that fame and success started. Not very salubrious. And of course they were very wealthy. The momager does very is brilliant. She's genius at managing them all and monetizing the family. But really, when you were talking just recently about having lunch with Gwyneth Paltrow and Cameron Diaz, now Doria is out and about with Kim and Kris Jenner. Does that burn for Meghan at all, at any level? And then are we seeing a rebranding? So lots of questions for this one. Are we seeing a rebranding of Doria and Meghan as the mom and daughter combo, pretty much like Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian? The powerhouses, the single moms, and Harry's dumped in a ditch. And this is the new story. A lot of people speculate it was only supposed to be those two in New York, and then has tagged along the car crash night. The near catastrophic car crash spoiled everything by showing up. It was just meant to be Doria and Meghan at that event with the bodyguard. We looked at all of that, all in the Royals playlist. Bodyguards disappeared, interestingly. But anyway, these are the things we want to know, basically. And if that is happening, because we all know the Instagram account is being fired up, the bots are being bought, allegedly, the numbers are slowly ticking upwards. Is this what this is all about? Rebrand Meghan and Doria for merching opportunities, influencers, and if so, how successful will it be? So lots of questions. Written the questions down so that universe knows what's going on. And Tarot of Curious Creatures here. I think we're live. I think we're ready to go. And I'm not buying bots. But anyway, and I do thank you for watching on that note. But let's see what's going on. It's tarot for fun and entertainment. Of course, all speculation, all opinion, my personal opinion. I read energy and archetypal energy because we're dealing tangentially at this point with the royal family. And of course, disclaimer in the box below. That's Doria. That's the Kardashians. This is Meghan. Meghan gets 3 cards. So it's going to look a bit weird. And that's the outcome of this new brand, this double act. And what do we have? We've got the moon, huh? We've got mysteries here. And it is mysterious. It's very weird. I mean, everybody's speculating about it. It's all the chatter is about what on earth is going on. And we have moon mysteries. As things not being clear at all. It's interesting that the next card is the sun, quite bizarrely. But we're not going to bother with that. Sun and the moon next to each other. I don't think I've ever seen that in one of these royal readings. But we're focused on the moon. The moon is mother. Empress normally, traditionally, is mother. But moon is about things related to mother as well. It's related to pregnancy and women's cycles and stuff like that. Also a bit cray-cray, the moon, for whatever reason. But there it is. We have confusion, we have strangeness, mystery, things hidden. The moon, always with its power of attraction, pulls the shadows out, the strange creatures out from the sea, and has them walking along the beach. So we see strange things when the moon energy is in place, things we can't quite fathom, and where that certainly is appropriate energy for this reading. So let's see, what are we dealing with here today? What are we dealing with? We're dealing with justice in reverse. That's weird. Also weird. Justice is about balance, is about karma, is about evening things out, getting your dues. Legal proceedings, I'm not seeing legal proceedings, but there could be legal wrangling going on behind the scenes with that card. Some kind of quid pro quo also that's going on that needs to be evened out. It does give me a little bit of a chill when I see that card, especially with the moon around, because it makes me think that there is some kind of unholy alliance that is forming here that might be quite dangerous, and that is entirely my opinion. It's my speculation. Very strange energy coming off these cards, the underlying energy and the actual situation we're dealing with, which bookend the cards in the middle, the meat of the reading. It's a very, very strange energy. And of course, there could be deals behind the scenes because both parties seem to be represented by the same agency, WME, William Morris, and so deals like that, backroom deals that could have been made. But there's something sinister about this. Let's see what's going on. Why was Doria there at this gathering of very high-powered actors in LA? Was it business or was it pleasure? Why was she there? Hanged man. Hanged man. So hanged man is somebody who's a sacrifice. So a lot of people are speculating that Doria was sent out to do the dirty work, to be seen with the Kardashians, to soften the ground for Meghan later on to be making deals with them. That if there was howls of outrage, well then Doria was just there in her private capacity and Meghan is above it all and had nothing to do with it, and it was just Doria all on her own. That gives some credence to that theory, because hanged man is a sacrifice, somebody, a victim, somebody who has to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. This is not somebody who is their own agent, the hanged man. The hanged man is somebody who's disempowered, somebody who is tied up most of the time and then let off the leash sometimes to go and do things. So that's very interesting. We're getting major arcana here. There is something big going on with this. It's making me feel a little bit ill as I'm doing this reading, and generally I'm feeling fine. Beautiful day, life's fine, everything's lovely, and just weird vibe coming off this. Let's check out the going rogue theory, that Doria is just there to have a good time while she still can, before it all goes belly up. Is she there just to hang out? We've got the Lovers. It's choice. Lovers is about choosing what you do. So it's funny because we have a similar outfit there on the hanged man and there. I think she likes schmoozing with these people. I do think that. So I think she's enjoying it. She's enjoying cozying up to Kris Jenner. I'm sure she would like to be Kris Jenner too, next momager. A lot of people say Doria is the power behind the Montecito throne, and that it's all her machinations, and she set this whole thing up and play the race card and blah blah. She was certainly there at Toronto at the Invictus Games when the whole thing seemed to crash down and Harry seemed to realize what he was really in for. He looked a bit sick on that occasion, just like he looked a bit sick the day of his wedding. My opinion, of course. So it's something she's choosing, she's enjoying, she likes being seen with these people. I mean, who wouldn't? Well, I wouldn't, but that's just me. But she's certainly not saying, no, I'd rather stay at home and read a book or watch Netflix. I'll just rewatch the Harry and Meghan docu again for the 12 millionth time. But there is that sacrificial element above it. So much as she might enjoy getting all tarted up and off she goes, there is an element of let's wheel you out and see what happens to you, and if it goes badly wrong, then I'll pretend that I had nothing to do with it. I'll throw you, I'll disown you just like I disowned Dad. How about that? Even I'm shocked into silence as I say that, but it's appalling. But that's the energy that is coming off that card. So let's have a look at the Kardashians and see what's going on with them. What are they up to in this little cozy arrangement? We got the Knight of Cups in reverse. I was expecting to see Pentacles and lots of them. Lots of them. Knight of Cups is emotion, is manipulation. When it's in reverse, it's somebody who's an unreliable narrator. Somebody you can't trust. Somebody who plays you emotionally but isn't around for the long haul. This is a game. This is a game for them. Doria has got the big card, the Lovers. She's lapping this up. The attention, the cozying. You look at the body language, and I'm no body language expert, but there's a level of mockery in that photo, that one particular one that I noticed, and I think other people have noticed as well. There it is, the Knight of Cups in reverse. It's a game for them. It's that kind of game that people who high up play with lesser beings. Let's see if we can elevate you to our status. You're the puppet and we're going to pull the strings and see how famous we can make you, see how rich we can make you. Come and party with us on our yachts and this thing and wear our clothes, and you're the entertainment, although you don't realize it. You think we're friends, but actually you are the entertainment. So it's a let me entertain you, but let you entertain us vibe with that card. Nasty. I'm sure that there have been deals made. Justice card in reverse, and it gets to this icky feeling that I'm getting, that they've been told to do something. You need to do this. You owe us something at the agency maybe. Okay, we'll do it, but we're going to have fun while we do it, and at some stage we'll drop her cold. Just a vibe. This is me speculating because this is totally bizarre. So any wild speculation is possible in a reading like this. How do they genuinely, truly feel about Meghan and her mother? True feelings from the Kardashians. Yeah. Strength in reverse. Pitiful. Pitiful. Look at that. That actually, even though I'm no fan of Doria, makes my heart sore because they are laughing at her. They're laughing at her. Look, dressed up and all dressed up and thinks she fits in here, but she doesn't. We're just toying with her. I have no idea. I don't follow them as a family, never watched their show, know very little. I've seen Kim trying to squeeze into Marilyn Monroe's dress. They do seem a bit obsessed with the royals. This is ugly energy, and it's another major arcana, strength card in reverse. They see them as pitiful, weak, failing, thinking that they're powerful, but not, with the strength card in reverse. It's literally weakness. It's vulnerable. deluded, ill, even with the Strength card, because the Strength card is about wellness as well as courage and control and power, and no power, which relates to the Hanged Man again. So let's look at Meghan. Let's move on. Why wasn't Meghan there? Why didn't she show up? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, she's waiting to see which way this goes. Biding her time. Another huge card. I mean, do we have any major arcana left in the tarot at this point? A Wheel of Fortune, swings and roundabouts. What goes up must come down. She's up at the moment. Now she's sending it out because she's about to launch her Instagram account. As I say, buying bots. People have done bots analysis and found plenty there, apparently, allegedly. Her big moment is coming, her big reveal. Ta-da! Here I am. No doubt this family, the Kardashians, will be giving her a welcome to Instagram punt and sending followers her way. Give her a boost when she finally does go live there. So it's all to win here. So dangerous for her to go in case this goes south with them. And she does sense that they're just toying with her and her mum. So stay away. Let the mom take the flak if there is. But how does she feel about Doria there cozying up to them, hogging the limelight, front page of the Daily Mail? Did it burn a little bit? Yeah, Nine of Swords. It's Nine of Swords in reverse. So it was uncomfortable viewing for her. But I think she was stressed about how it might go. She was anxious about this. She seems to be, with that card Nine of Swords, she seems to be suffering from anxiety. And maybe anxiety kept her at home close to the loos. Nine of Swords in reverse. She's not envious. She's not jealous. She's not thinking, I wish it was me. She's thinking, phew, I'm glad it wasn't me. So she is nervous. She I think, is genuinely intimidated by that, being in the presence of that caliber of person. She doesn't really have anything to, any claim to fame at this point. Married a prince, lost a prince. I think everyone can see that Prince has left the building. She was a bit player in an ensemble cast on cable years and years ago. Nothing else to her name. I'm sure they all know exactly how she gained prominence. We've mentioned how the Kardashians became famous. Meghan too has a rather tawdry past, if rumors are to be believed. So serious anxiety here with the Nine of Swords. Safer for mom to go out face the lions than her. Coward, stay at home. There it is. Is there any cringe factor in now having to be associated with a reality TV show? Pretty tacky. They've done very well, made tons of money. They have tried to become more serious in later times, but you know, it's not Hollywood A-list. They have had to fight their way into things like the Met Gala and stuff like that. Is this cringe for Meghan now having to rely on them to boost her? Yeah, this is death. Death, where is thy sting? Ten of Swords. It's Ten of Swords in reverse. It's, I can't believe how bad this has got. This is the same card that came out with Harry Murching that water flow. Ten of Swords. I can't believe how low I have had to stoop. Same. Can't believe how low I'm stooping here. I was queen of the world. And now this. So, are we seeing a rebrand here of mom and daughter, tough single women, don't need men, it's us together, yoga, wellness, all that stuff? Is that where we're heading now? The Emperor, yeah. This is the plan. Emperor is about plans, campaigns, quite literally. This is the campaign. This has been cooked up by Ari Emanuel, the Emperor, the big cheese, the big boss, the Emperor impresario almost, with that energy of that velvet suit and the red chair. You know, it's very theatrical, it's very dramatic. Yes, this is what we're going to do. Your mom is your strong point. She's clearly we would say here a black woman. I hope that's not offensive to anyone in these strange times, but she is going to appeal. She does her yoga, she's a social worker, she's the granny, she's always been around, she's pretty cool. She was there at the wedding all by herself. She's in great shape. All the rest of it, she's marketable, she's merchantable, more than marketable, she's merchantable. So this is what we're getting. How's it going to play? How's it going to fly? Are people going to believe it? Is this going to be a huge success? What's going to happen? It could do very, very well with the Empress card. We've got a matching pair here, Emperor and Empress. It could do very well. It could do very well for Doria, more than for Meghan, because it's mother. This could be Doria's big moment. I don't know if it'll be ruined later on down the line when her past emerges, as it's bound to. If she goes very public like this, at some stage rumours are going to emerge. Somebody is going to decide to breach an NDA. Some of that stuff that's got buried on the internet might just get exhumed. But this is going to go very well for the mother. I said the moon can represent mother, but the Empress is mostly mother, and here Empress has shown up. So this is something that's a bit dodgy, bit dubious. There's fear around this. Meghan's fear, high anxiety with the Nine of Swords in reverse. She's very worried about this. How people are going to receive it. How Doria is going to perform. What's going to happen, how people are going to take to the fact, her sugars even, take to the fact that she's so obviously merching. She's now aligning herself with a reality TV family, pretty trashy. But for Doria, it's a brilliant move. I don't see Meghan emerging here in the limelight so much, and she's certainly very anxious about it, Nine of Swords, and very embarrassed about it, Ten of Swords. This is the worst thing that she could possibly have to do. But somebody here has decided this is what's going to happen. The Kardashians seem to owe some form of obligation or something. Doria was sent out to test the water, hanged man. She's enjoying it, don't worry, loving it. Kardashians are amusing themselves at the expense of Meghan and Doria. They view as a weak, injured, mortally injured strength card in reverse. How is this brand ever going to survive? But we'll send some love your way, Knight of Cups in reverse. Just enough to honor whatever deal we need to honor over here. And then we're out of here. And Meghan knows that Doria is going to do very, very well. That's your reading. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.